Ready for game number 2 of the doubleheader between the two top teams in the college conference.
Pop up.
Pop straight up. Ava Corey call. There's a single up the middle. Beckman's going to come in, try to throw out the speedy Duke at home plate, and she's safe. Good speed by Duke. Beckman actually went down to a knee to feel that ball. It wasn't really do or die and didn't get it as cleanly as she probably would have liked. So Diaz with an RBI here in the bottom of the first. As August relief, you would think Gianna Serta is still available to enter into this game if needed. 2-2 count. And the ball hit hard to Wismiller at third. Grounds it. Good throw over to Corey. They're going to go back to third. And she came off the bag as Diaz went to slide around third to get off, try to get around the tag by Kuhn. She slid off the bag, lost contact with the bag, and Jen Kuhn alertly kept the tag on her for out number 3. Well, Augie picks up one in the bottom of the first inning. We're going to head to the top of the second. Illinois Wesleyan coming up to bat at Inspiration Field. Well, we're back for second inning action here, top of the second, and it's going to be the Titans' first baseman, Ava Corey, up first, looking for the Titans' first hit of game number 2. The offense was slow and steady for the Titans in game number 1 as they clawed back from that 4-0 deficit to win 5-4. Alex, maybe not as much on the line here in game number 2, but still some pretty important things to play for the Titans, improving their NCAA resume and finishing the conference 14-0, which is in the CCIW not an easy thing to do. And could be a drop ball as well, but looks like change-ups that she's throwing here. Hofer, and that one hit back up the middle. And they have Corey in a rundown. Ava going to try to stay in the rundown until
safe.
And Corey avoids the tag and somehow gets into third safe. I was about to say that Ava Corey was trying to stay in the rundown long enough for Post to get to second. Looks like the umpire's explanation is that she was in position to be tagged, avoided the tag, and the call is going to stand. So it's going to be Titans at first and third, Post safe on the fielder's choice, and one out. with the pitcher Ella Hermes coming up to bat. And Hermes slaps a single.
Drive.
Titans will hold up post at third. Corey comes in to score, and it's an RBI single for Ella Hermes, helping her own cause there. She ties it up at 1 apiece. Casey Wismiller steps in now. Probably wishes she had that helmet on in the bottom half of the last inning when she ran into that fence. But looks to be ready to hit now as she takes strike number 1. That pitch is fouled off to the right side, evens up the count at, or I believe it makes it 0-2. Scoreboard says 1-1, but I'm pretty sure it's 0-2 as the umpire just indicated. 0-2, runners at first and third. That ball hits softly behind first.
And it's dropped.
And it's going to be off the glove of the first baseman. That's going to be a fair ball. And Claire Post is going to come in to score. An uncomfortable ball hit just behind first base. The first baseman reached over behind, but she was reaching back into fair territory.
Now batting, number 25, Grace.
And ruled correctly a fair ball. Tough running play for Hermes. She had to hang at first base for the longest time. Just if that ball's caught, she's doubled off easily. As soon as the ball, though, was dropped, she did hustle down to second. So it remains 1 out, runners at first and second. And the Titans lead now 2-1. They picked up 2 here in the top of the second. So a little bit of tough luck for Hofer there on a play that certainly could have been made. And now we get the big shift for Grace Wilkins. And she lines it.
Just so damn frosty, the people like
Now batting, number 9, Emma Evans.
So Emma Evans out to lead things off for the Vikings in the bottom of the second inning. Vikings trail by 1.
It was 99 cents. About to go and get some compliments, passing up on those.
Evans manning third base for the Vikings in game number 2. As Hermes back to work on the mound. And quickly ahead with a strike 1. Next pitch, also a strike. So quickly 0-2 on Emma Evans. That pitch hammered into left field, foul. Maybe a little bit of a change of speed there, up and away from Hermes. And Evans' ability on it. Oh, 2 count. And the changeup drops low. Ball 1. 2 hits apiece. Titans 2 hits on 2 runs. Vikings 1 run on 2 hits. As that pitch fouled back. So we'll get at bat here by Evans, seeing a lot of pitches. Battling in a 1-2 hole. Hermes wastes one, up and away. Evans not interested. Evens the count at 2-2. There's a fly ball over to the third base side. Wismiller over and making the catch.
That one not into the dugout this time.
No, she spared herself, didn't have to dive, and had a few foul balls over to the left side. I'm sure she's thinking this might be a long day. Megan Nixon steps in, a senior from Woodstock, Illinois. Came in to replace Duke at shortstop. No swing. Oh, correction, that's Nixon is playing second base, so she's been in the lineup at second base. Looking at the split box, I still don't see that substitution for Duke. So I'm not sure where they had her when that shift was on, but she did not appear to be on the field. As it's a 2-0 count to Nixon. There's strike number one. Ball up high, count goes to 3-1. Pitch foul now to the right side. Corey gives chase, but it's off the top of the dugout now to play. So another good battle here at the plate. We've gone to a full count on the hitter, Megan Nixon. And strike three on the changeup. A good one from Hermes for out number two. Titans fired around the infield.
24, Haley Nelson.
As the right fielder, Haley Nelson steps in. Haley Nelson, another freshman for Augustana from South Elgin, Illinois, attended St. Charles North High School.
We both went to the same high school.
Oh, there you go. So you know her.
I do.
Any beef between the two of you or no?
No.
No beef? No beef you at least want to disclose on the live stream. That's good. Ground ball, foul, very close to the line. Now I know St. Charles North, a big high school. You know, a lot of high schools you get some overlap with athletes, but Haley not a volleyball player as far as you know.
Just softball.
Just softball. That's her thing.
Mm-hmm. Our high school softball team is really good. So
the next from Hermes, the ball lined, looped over the top of Wismiller at third. And it's a base hit for Nelson. She'll be on for the first time. The third hit for the Vikings. So with two outs, the Vikings trying to do a little damage.
Number 2, Kennedy Williams.
As the left fielder, Kennedy Williams steps in. Senior from Lake Zurich. Looks like Coach Nelson has plugged in a couple of seniors here for game number 2. There's a strike over the outside corner. As the skies are darkening a bit, it was a very sketchy forecast for today. This game was originally scheduled for 2. It got moved up to 1. Then it got moved back to 2:30 as they tried to avoid all the rain predictions as ball 1 is up high. Concerned about being able to get both of them in. But the forecast looking more favorable. I mean, it may not be pretty out there right now, but it's not wet.
yeah, at least it's a dry one. One of the things I'm thankful about for playing an indoor sport.
As many parents are, Alex. Many parents. I'd like to be in that climate-controlled atmosphere, right? 1-2 count now. Excuse me, a 1-1 count on Williams. She swings and misses. Actually, no, I was right. It was a 1-2 count. Williams strikes out on the swing and miss. Hermes gets a strikeout. And we'll head to the top of the third. Titans lead in this one 2-1. We'll be back with more softball on the Titan Broadcast Network.
OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute has been named one of the top hospital systems in the country for heart care. This prestigious award by the American College of Cardiology comes from our commitment to providing the highest quality of care, from general cardiology to complex surgeries and the latest technology. Nationally recognized heart care right here. OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute.
What is science? At Just Thrive, it's about best-in-class clinical research. It's about supplements that empower users to control their health. These are the elements that make up the foundation of Just Thrive. Our proven, clinically backed, proprietary probiotic removes the guesswork from supplement selection because we've done the work for you to ensure that you're getting the best product possible, empowering you to take back control of your health from a leader in the digestive, immune, and emotional health spaces.
So we start things off here in the top of the third. Anna Beckman, the center fielder, leading things off for the Titans. Beckman, a strikeout victim, her first at-bat, got jammed inside on a couple of strikes and I think maybe put away on a changeup, if I remember correctly. This time, pitch number 1 is a ball. Hofer's next delivery, outside, quickly goes to 2-0. And there's a good job of waiting on that change. Next is Kuhn, also judged to catch the outside corner. Now Beckman, as the throw gets away down at second on the stolen base attempt, is able to get over to third with her good speed. And she'll sit there at third base with nobody out. So Jen Kuhn knows now that maybe all she needs to do is put one into play. Either to the second baseman or the shortstop. Probably scores Beckman from third. Simply looking for contact here now. And swings and misses the outside pitch. Hofer was away. Looks like the scouting report was to pitch Kuhn away. And she got her to go fishing for one off the outside corner. Brings in Ava Corey. Corey was the beneficiary of a walk in the first inning. Eventually came around to score the first run for the Titans. And with only one out, she'd love to drive in Beckman from third. That ball skips away. Catcher doesn't know where it is, and Beckman's going to score easily. So the Titans pick up a third run, courtesy of the wild pitch. And the bases will be empty now for Ava Corey. As she swings at one up in the strike zone. Couldn't quite catch up to it. Now she lifts a high fly ball to the right side, sailing back into play. And that drops out of the reach of the second baseman. Nixon unable to come up with that catch. Alex alluded to that wind blowing out towards left field a little bit, towards the left field corner, and I think that ball just was up so high the wind got a hold of it.
A little bit of that spin from the bat, too.
And now
right through.
Bella Pinter right through the middle. Nice piece of hitting. And the Titans are in business with runners at first and second and one out. Bella Pinter, the first pitch she saw, put it right into play. Aggressive. Swinging at first pitch strikes, you know, they were sitting around and getting behind in the count a little bit and then had to deal with that changeup from Hofer a little bit more. Looks like they're trying to be a little more aggressive this time around. As Post slashes another one. Oh, 2, one out. Runners at first and second. Titans leading 3-1. The next to Claire Post. Up out of the zone. It'll be ball one. Another one up in the strike zone a little bit. Fouled away again. And no surprise, the umpire needs more softballs. So Post up there hacking away. 1-2 count. Still runners at first and second and one out. Claire a little late on that pitch. Almost looks like she's trying to protect against the changeup, so she's a little late on the fastball, which is fine. You can still waste that fastball down the right field line. Haven't seen the changeup from Hofer yet. And there it is. And it drops low, fortunately, for Post. She threw it a lot the first couple of innings. Baseman or from John Nelson, although maybe he's yelling from the dugout, but that ball, and it looked like there was in plenty of time and that the tag was there. But it almost looked like the umpire was saying she never really got the, like maybe she took the glove to the bag and never touched Corey with it, perhaps. Can't really see that from our vantage point. Now it's 3-2 on Post. And she's going to ground into the right side, booted by the second baseman, and then thrown away to first. And Corey's going to score on the play for a 4-1 Titan lead. And Augustana's going to get together at the pitcher's mound here to kind of pull things together a little bit. The ball was not hit particularly hard. And with Post running, Nixon maybe rushed that a little bit more than she needed to. Got a pinch runner coming on, a courtesy runner for Post.
Riley McDaniel.
So Riley will get into the game. Good idea by the Vikings to kind of gather on the pitcher's mound, and very frustrating for a pitcher when you're battling, making good pitches and just not getting plays made. Pop up to the right side that probably should have been caught for an out and certainly should have been another out. She quickly slashes one foul into the parking lot. So it's an 0-1 count on Hermes. Pitch up and away, evens things up at a ball and a strike. So 2 errors on the board. We also had a wild pitch in this inning that helped a run to score. So a couple of defensive miscues here by the Vikings have opened things up. Big swing. Two.
Now batting, number 11, Casey Wesleyan.
That's the third strikeout for Hofer. Gotten her strikeouts, getting getting hitters to chase pitches outside the zone. As Wissmiller takes a cut and unable to make contact. Titans with a 4-1 lead. Would love to pick up another if they could. That ball hit up the middle, right to the shortstop for out number 3. And the Vikings get out of the top of the third inning. But the Titans put 2 more on the board as we'll head to the bottom of the third. Titans lead 4-1 on the Titan Broadcast Network. For Bollard. Correct. Bollard to catch for the Titans. We've confirmed. Showing bunt, pulling it back. And a pitch outside for ball 2. On Burton. Bats from the right side. And that pitch up for ball number 1. Burton a little bit taller, listed as 5'9" on the roster. A little bit bigger strike zone to try to protect here. And that pitch is grounded to second base, up and over for out number 2.
Now batting, number 23, Mackenzie Stonks.
And Mackenzie Stantz will step in now. Looks like my live stats have frozen up on me here. It was Annika Brown with the putout at second base for the Titans here in game number 2. And ball 1 to Stantz. Ground ball back to Hermes, over to Corey for out number 3. So a quick 1-2-3 inning for the Titans. We'll head up to the top of the 4th. Titans lead this one 4-1 at Carroll Willis Park. We'll be back right after this. Ready for action here in the top of the 4th inning. It's going to be Grace Wilkins to lead things off. Right fielder for the Titans. And she tries to slap one to the left side, kind of pulling for grace. I'd like her to see her beat this shift just one time. Sure, it feels like there's about 49 fielders over there on the left side right now.
That's like if you have a middle cheat over and just sit on the block for volleyball.
Yeah. That's the third time today I think she's hit that ball right to the third baseman. She's playing up so tight. Still only gets her by about a step. Twin sister Julia's going to come up now. And they left the shift on for her last time. Convenient for them. They probably really appreciate Coach Prager putting them back to back so they don't have to leave the shift and then go back to it. They just leave it on as that pitch is low and away. Well, you'd like to have your hitters have an up-the-middle approach, right? Still a lot of room to hit a ball hard right up the middle. Or slap it hard to left, but that's going to be right at the left fielder. So, again, the defensive positioning works like a charm as Williams records the out.
Number 5, Anna Beckman.
And Anna Beckman, who started a bunch of trouble in the last inning, is back up at the plate now. She's 1 for 2, has scored a run. Came home on the wild pitch last time around. There's a changeup dropped over the outside corner to even it up at 1 apiece. Ball slashed to the right side into the backstop. And tries that changeup again on the outside part of the plate. That misses the corner. So 2-2 count on Anna Beckman with 2 down, nobody on. See if Hofer tries to get her to fish on the outside again. That ball left over the plate, popped up to second. Willis Park for bottom of the 4th action.
Lauren Durst.
Up at the plate, looks like we've got a pinch hitter possibly. Lauren Durst, a junior from Bluegrass, Iowa, went to Davenport North. She rips one to Wissmiller at third. Wissmiller across to Corey with the stretch and out number 1. Durst was pinch hitting for the catcher Diaz.
Now batting.
As
number
Aubrey
12,
Graydon, talented
Aubrey
freshman
Green.
first baseman for the Vikings, steps in. And catches a small piece of that first pitch. Fouls it back off of the mitt of Bollard. Wind still whipping out to the left field corner. And plenty of cloud cover still. And a swing and a miss there on a little change of pace inside. Moves the count to 0-2. Hermes way ahead. We'll see what she wants to do with this pitch. Outside, and she gets Gradine to go for it. And that's a strikeout.
Number 9, Emma Evans.
I believe the third strikeout on the day for the Vikings. And Emma Evans steps in. And we may need to get the wireless internet checked out here, Alex. It looks like we're either everyone on the stat crew has died or the internet does not seem to be reloading here.
Internet's definitely down. I switched to
Hard
my
ground
hotspot.
ball. And Corey.
There's the out.
There's Brown to Corey for out number 3, and another efficient inning from the Titans. That takes care of the 4th inning. We're going to head to the top of the 5th. Titans still lead here at Carol Willis Park and Inspiration Field, 4-1. Back with more softball in a bit. Pitching change. 2. A couple of changes. Well, one primary one to tell you about. Into pitch is Rosalind Marmolejo. On the mound, Marmolejo entering with a 6 ERA, 0-1 record, in 6 appearances. And all she's got to do is face Jen Kuhn right off the bat and gets her to ground out. So Jen Kuhn, an uncharacteristic 0 for 3 in game number 2.
Ava Corey.
And Ava Corey will step in. Corey 1 for 1, has scored 2 runs, walked once. As Marmolejo brings the next home, it's low and outside for ball 1. Another pitch low and away. 2-0 to Corey. She looks for something out over the plate. She can drive. Nobody on base. 1 out. Titans up 4-1. Waited on that. Slashed it to the right side. Pitch inside. Corey did not like it. Called a strike over that inside corner. Evens up the count at 2-2. So protect mode now for Corey. And she misses on a pitch. Dropping away on that outside corner. Marmolejo making quick work of the number 3 and 4 hitters for the Titans.
Number 10, Bella Pinter.
Bella Pinter stepping in now for the Titans. 1 for 1 on the day with a sacrifice as well. That pitch low and away. Marmoleo only with 16 innings pitched. Looks good here against the first two Titan hitters. Behind 2-0 to Pinter. Hit hard again to shortstop. Up with it, Burton, and over for out number 3. So a very efficient inning by the new pitcher, Marmoleo, as the Vikings dispatch the Titans 1-2-3. We're going to head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Vikings coming up to bat. Titans still lead 4-1.
OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute has been named one of the top hospital systems in the country for heart care. This prestigious award by the American College of Cardiology comes from our commitment to providing the highest quality of care. From general cardiology to complex surgeries and the latest technology. Nationally recognized heart care right here. OSF Healthcare Cardiovascular Institute.
Now batting, number 4, Megan Nixon.
So Hermes set for action here in the bottom of the 5th as Megan Nixon steps in. Nixon manning second base for the Vikings here in game number 2. Takes a strike on the inside corner. And the next one's slashed foul. These pitchers are starting to look like they just want to get home to dinner now. We have picked up the pace.
It's been a pretty quick few innings with these outs.
Been some good consistent defense, some good pitching. As I jinx Hermes as she immediately throws one upstairs. Go 1-2. Long season at this point as the Titans are playing in their 38th game as a lacrosse ball comes into right field. Timeout called. But yeah, the Titans are playing this their 38th game. Number 36 for the Vikings. A cold, windy, cloudy day. Maybe harder to find that energy in game number 2. 2-2 count now. And a ball hit hard to Kuhn at short. Across to Corey for out number 2. Or correction, first out of the inning. Looks like we have a new hitter.
Number 21, Hannah Waddell.
Looks like Hannah Waddell coming in, the senior from Viola. And she bunts it down to third baseline, foul. Looks like a pretty speedy runner, so not a bad play to go for the bunt. Hannah Waddell went to Sherrard High School, as we mentioned earlier. Looks like Coach John Nelson trying to get some of his seniors into this game. Seen quite a few seniors make an appearance so far. That one's foul straight back. It's quickly 0-2. And a swing and a miss on a ball up, and a strikeout. The 4th for Hermes. So quickly 2 outs.
Now batting, number 2, Kennedy Williams.
As Kennedy Williams, the left fielder, is going to step in. Williams 0 for 1 on the day. that pitch is low. Next pitch, same spot, low and away. As Williams has taken the first two, sits in the enviable position at 2-0. Nobody on, 2 out. And a ball slapped to the shortstop hole. Kuhn across to Corey, out number 3. Another efficient half inning. And the Titans are going to head into the 6th. Still holding on to that 4-1 lead. We'll be back with more softball at Inspiration Field right after this. Trying to keep up with all of these changes here. Jordan Faust, freshman from Lubbock, Texas, come in to play first base.
Now batting.
Marmolejo had a very quick top of the 5th, and she's off to a fast start here in the top of the 6th. Strike 1 to Ballard. And now strike 2. Marmolejo not messing around. She's like, get in the box, be ready to swing. As Ballard toes the inside of the batter's box and rips a line drive. She said, keep throwing me strikes, I'm going to do something here. Nice piece of hitting by Ballard, so the Titans have one on with nobody out. Brings in the pitcher, Ella Hermes. Hermes 1 for 2 on the day with an RBI and a strikeout. See if Coach Prager wants to play for another run here. Up 4-1. And the sack goes down, stays right in front of the plate. It's a good bunt. And the put out from the catcher to the second baseman for out number 1. Ballard successfully sacrificed down to second base. Casey Wismiller now steps in with the RBI opportunity. Wismiller 1 for 2 and 1 RBI already. She'd like to double that here. And she hits a laser out into right field. Hit it too hard to probably score the run. As Ballard will have to step at third. That ball hit so hard, not really a good opportunity to come home. But Wismiller, glad to see she's feeling no ill effects from crashing into the fence earlier in the game. So Maddie Poole came up with a big pinch hit in game number 1. It was her pinch hit that put the Titans on top for the first time and on top to stay in game number 1 as the Titans pulled out a victory 5-4. So she's putting on her pinch hitting shoes again. with Titans at first and third and only one out. So trying to recreate a little bit of magic. First pitch of ball to Poole. Second pitch of strike. So she's seen a couple of them. Trying to pick out one that she likes here and trying to hit something hard to drive in Bollard from third. There's a pitch that drops down over the outside corner, so now in the hole 1-2. That pitch even further outside. Does not get Poole to chase. Evens it up at 2-2. Poole towards the inside part of the batter's box. Hard ground ball to short. Bobbled and safe at second. That'll be an error, but it will score another run for the Titans, so the Titans now lead 5-1.
Now batting, number 32, Julia Wilkins.
So Titans still at first and second. Maddie Poole does a good job putting the ball in play. Ground ball would have scored the run even without the error. As we head back to the top of the lineup, and it's Julia Wilkins, 0 for 3 today. Yeah, she grounds this one back into a good spot, and she's going to beat the shift this time. Almost a swinging bunt, but hit it perfectly right between the third baseman and the pitcher. And the shortstop playing a little further back could not get to it. So she'll probably sleep a little better tonight knowing she beat that shift at least once, Alex.
Oh, yeah. And now they've got loaded bases. So.
It'll be Anna Beckman coming up with the Sachs Jam. No more room. Coach John Nelson headed out. Don't think we'll see a pitching change, but a little bit of a pep talk to his fielders to take their time, make the play, just get the one out. We'll see if he pulls in the infield or not. It's a 5-1 game right now in the top of the 6, so you'd like to keep it close and give your team a little bit of a chance. Titans have tacked on 3 here in the top of the 6th and lead 7-1 in game number 2. Pitch on the inside corner, evens up the count at 2-2. Beckman at third, Wilkins at third. Beckman shows bunt, pulls back, and hits a bouncer. It's an RBI single for Anna Beckman. She's now 2 for 4 with an RBI on the day. The Titans extend the lead to 8-1. And this is a rare sight. Jen Kuhn stepping up to the plate, 0 for 3 so far. I'm sure she'd like to rectify that a little bit. Pitch misses the outside corner, 1-0.
They're still throwing her a little bit outside, trying to make her chase it.
And Jenna take that ball to right field. She got one inside there, so outside, inside, 2-0. Jen always ready to swing. The right fielder now gets pulled well over. So plenty of room down that right field line. But closing the gaps as that pitch is up. Ball number 3. So we'll see if Kuhn is taking here on 3-0. I would think Coach Prager would give her the green light if she wants it. And she takes a pitch on the inside corner for strike number 1. So a 3-1 count to Jen Kuhn. 4 runs already in for the Titans here in the top of the 6th. And a Beckman at first. And she slaps that ball into right field. Good piece of hitting by Jen Kuhn. Beckman stops at second as Kuhn collects her first hit of game number 2. That's exactly what she did with that outside pitch, Alex. She went right to right field with it. And now Alex Corey. Correction. Ava Corey. There's only one Alex here. That's you.
Yep.
Ava fouls the first one back. Titans have amassed 10 hits now. It's 8-10-0 for the Titans, 1-3-4 for the Vikings. Corey 1 for 2. And she smacks that up the middle. It's going to get down and through. And Beckman's being waved around. She's coming home, play at the plate. And Beckman's going to beat it. Couldn't really slide because there was a bat was laying right in the sliding zone. So Beckman had to jump over it.
Still made it.
Well, I think Bella Pinter was saying, hey, why didn't you slide? And I think Anna said, because you didn't pick the bat up. What are you doing up here? That's her job to pick the bat up. Pinter, the next batter. As Corey took the swing, the bat was laying right in front of the plate. Sometimes you'll see the umpire just reach up and remove it.
Parker Cash coming in to pinch run for Corey.
Pinch running for the Titans, number 12, Parker Cash.
So no harm, no foul. Beckman not injured, able to skip across on a close play at the plate as the Titans have now put 5 up. And still runners at first and third, only 1 out. Pinter 1 for 2 on the day, looking for her first RBI. As it looks like she took a change of speed there on the inside corner for strike number 1. And that's going to find its way to the outfield into left field. It's going to be an RBI single for Pinter as Kuhn comes in to score. And the Titans are hitting a lot of C&I grounders right now. They're just finding those open gaps. That one barely squeezed between the third baseman and the shortstop for the Vikings.
Now batting, number 21,
And the floodgates have opened
Ballard.
here in the top of the 6th. As Ballard comes back in for her second at-bat. She's 1 for 1. Pitch up, out of the zone. So we now have Cash at second. Pinter at first. Ballard at the plate with a 10-1 Titan lead. And another hard hit ground ball between third base and shortstop. The runner will stop at third. And Ballard 2 for 2.
Now batting, number 20, Ella Hermes.
Ballard came in 1 for 15, 2 for 2, so she'll see a nice little jump on that batting average. As Ella Hermes, the pitcher, comes in, bases loaded, 1 out. And the force out, second to short. Shortstop Burton covering for out number 2, but the Titans do push home another run. And it's now 11-1 Titans. Runners at first and third, 2 outs. And Wissmiller now at the plate. Wissmiller hits a rocket into center. That's going to score Pinter. And it's been a flurry of runs for the Titans here in the top of the sixth. 12-1 now, Illinois Wesleyan.
Now batting, number 25, Grace Wilkins.
No big blows. It's been single, 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 single. A lot of singles going on. As Coach Nelson's going to come out. I don't believe I saw anybody warming up in the mound, but they may have already come back in. So we'll see if we get a pitching.
Pitching for the Vikings.
The freshman will
number
step to the
42,
mound.
Jordan Fox.
Wilkins versus the shift, or are we not? They're going to play it straight up? No, here we go. We shifting. We are shifting. Just for the sake of entertainment, I'd love to see her try to pull this ball over to the right field. We'll see what happens. She slaps that ball to the left side, out of play. That ball is slapped to the left side. Burton does a good job scooping it up and throws for out number 3. While the Titans do some damage, putting up an 8. It's 8 runs after 6. As Emma Schmidt steps in for the Vikings. And strike number 1. With an 11-run lead, imagine we're going to see Hermes pounding that strike zone quite a bit. And quickly, strike 2. And a 3-pitch strikeout for Ella Hermes. 1, 2, 3. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night.
Lily Burton.
That's the first out here in the bottom of the 6th. Lily Burton will step in. Shortstop for the Vikings. That was another strike. It's popped up over to the third base.
That one's in the dugout.
In the dugout.
Casey Wismiller being careful of that fence again.
I think assistant coach Grimes might have been telling her, look, you come into the dugout over on this side. You got to get inside the dugout and catch up. So strike one to Burton. And that one fouled off to the right side. So 5 pitches, 5 balls in the strike zone. As we mentioned, Hermes just pumping it in there and trying to use her defense to close this game out. That ball lifted into left, fading back, and the catch made.
Margot
Geary inserted out there and left. Like I said, a little tricky out there with the way that this stiff wind is blowing, but Margot pulled it in. Burton figured out, look, Hermes is just going to keep throwing me strikes here. I need to tee off on one, and she almost got it out. Instead, it's out number 2 as Mackenzie Stantz steps in, try to keep this game going for the Vikings. There's another strike. That is 7 consecutive strikes. I'm a big fan of a pitcher coming in with a big lead and throwing strikes.
Oh, yeah.
Take your chances.
That's a time to show your stuff, too.
And that pitch up and away, that might have been the one pitch out of the strike zone, but Stantz offered at it, so it's quickly 0-2 as the Titans try to close out this doubleheader. Pitch fouled off and out of play to the left. Count stays 0-2. And finally a ball there as Hermes even laughs a little bit.
I was going to say, she's still smiling.
She's still smiling about it. There's a lot to smile about here in game number 2. Moves the count to 1-2. Stantz still staring it down. That pitch up in the zone and fouled straight back. We're wanting that a little bit, but the ball outside moves the count to 2-2. And the ground ball handled by Wismiller across to Corey, and it's a doubleheader sweep for the Illinois Wesleyan Titans. They win game number 2, 12-1, after a stirring 5-4 comeback in game number 1, a 12-1 victory in game number 2. 14 hits for the Titans, 12 runs on 14 hits and no errors. For the Vikings, 1 run on 3 hits and 4 errors. Hermes with a very nice game, a three-hit game for her, and she pretty much controlled it from the start, Alex.
Oh, yeah, she definitely had that momentum in her favor, had that control, and now they have clinched that 14-0 record. So
Augustana's going to drop to 24-12 on the season. They'll finish the season at 12-4 in the CCIW, while the Titans now go to 31-7. So over that impressive 30-win mark, but 31-7 overall, a perfect 14-0 in the conference. Or is that 16-0? Sorry, 16-0 in the CCIW.
Ooh.
They clinch the regular season championship. They also secure hosting rights for the conference tournament. And, of course, Inspiration Field is being prepared to host the NCAA softball championships here May 28th to June 4th. The Titans would love to stay home and maybe even take it that far if they can get to the NCAA tournament. But first things first, they've got to host the CCIW tournament next weekend. And if things go well during the CCIW tournament, maybe an opportunity to host a first-round NCAA regional as well. Alex, any final thoughts?
Good stuff all the way around for the Titans today. I mean, they showed their resilience in that first game, coming back after being down by so much, and they kept that momentum, kept that lead, and brought it into the next game, winning that 12-1. A lot of pitching changes, but even with the relief pitchers, all of them came in, showed their stuff, were able to keep control of the game, and be very efficient with their pitches. A lot of strikeouts that we saw, so good things all around for the Titans with the Vikings. Some good stuff in that first game, too, especially with that homer to start it off and scoring those 4 runs. Titans were able to keep them at bay, so the Vikings lost their momentum a little bit, but still some good stuff, and Titans have a lot to look forward to now.
Well, we thank you so much, Alex, for joining us today. We thank all the fans that joined us on the live stream and also here in person at Inspiration Field. And congratulations to the Titans, CCIW champions for 2025. We'll look to see all of you back on the live stream for the conference tournament next weekend. For Alex Bardonitis, this is Tony Bankston signing up. You've been watching Titan Softball on the Titan Broadcast Network.